she actually burst out crying and she was like, I watched a documentary where apparently you guys are raped and you have no rights and this, that, and the Muslim woman was a journalist, yeah? So the thing is, she actually broke down. You know why? Because this media perception of Muslims have brainwashed it to a level where one hug just broke it all down. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's why it's good that you came here, because now you have a broader perception and understanding that I'm not here to kill the infidel and take over Sharia law. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Like, you've got a massive influence online, and I think that like somebody like you is good because you are a reasonable guy. So like you're not going out there like, what's that guy's name who's
Anjum Chowdhury.
Anjum Chowdhury.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, have you ever met him?
You know what? Before I came to Islam, this is funny. Before I came to Islam, I was driving on the M1 and I stopped onto the service station and I actually saw him there. And I didn't know about him. All I knew is I wasn't a Muslim. I just saw him and I briefly talked to him. I don't know who he was. Then afterwards, when I came to Islam, I heard about him and his madnesses.
Yeah,
that's why I speak against him.
Because like, if everyone was like him, we'd have civil war.
It's not. That's what I'm saying. That's why majority of the Muslims is portrayed like we all like him. We're not. Majority of us are not like him. Do you get it? Majority of Muhammad hijab.
Like going back to the grooming gangs.
I love it how
it's like most of the Muslims who are in those grooming gangs are from Pakistan. So like wouldn't. Like the vast majority are from Pakistan, but not necessarily from other Muslim nations. So like you could, your good argument to those people who are saying it's all Muslims is you say, you draw on those countries where there are Muslims coming to the UK but they're not doing groom gangs. You just say, oh, it's a Pakistani problem because it is mostly Pakistani.
What we can say is that they said there's a lot of them are Asian, Now when you say Asian, there's a lot of Hindus and Sikhs and Sri Lankans that fall into this, Because when you say Asian, everybody thinks, Asian Muslim. No, there's a lot of Asians that are not Muslim. Do you get what I'm trying to say? All I'm saying is these people live a lifestyle, which I would say is more Western, with alcohol, drugs, partying, not rape, I'm not saying rape, of like sexual intercourse, but consented, Then Islam, because Islam outright says no alcohol, no drugs, you can't rape, you can't go clubbing. So they're more far away from us. Do you get what I'm trying to say? They're actually against Islam.
But have you seen like there's videos online? I don't know whether or not they were like fake or what the legitimacy was, but there was like Sharia patrols, and they were saying
that's nonsense. I've said this.
They were saying like no alcohol, whatever. So they were like,
they got locked up. Let me tell you something. These people that come to Islam, they are emotional people, They're in a, they think they're a hero, Yes, no Sharia zone. What the flipping hell are you talking about? For you to even, there's no such thing. It doesn't even exist. If we lived in an Islamic country, the ruler, the Muslim ruler, will decide, and even if he decides, the Christians and the Muslims and the Jews at the time of the Prophet lived in harmony, and the Christians had the right. There's treaties on here I can show you that the Christians had the right to their churches, to their own marriages, they can drink alcohol, they can do whatever they like. So this issue, I've challenged it. There's one guy, Tommy Robinson, promotes no-go zone areas. I'm telling you, I will come anywhere, anytime, any place, any weather. Let's go to them. Let's go to these no-go zone areas and let's find if they're no-go zone areas. I challenge anybody.
But like, you've got to acknowledge, like, let's say for example there's like a group of women in short skirts on a night out on Friday, Saturday. If they go round Whitechapel, they're going to receive like a more of a hostile audience.
No, let me tell you something. You know why? No, let me tell you something.
Not Whitechapel.
No, Whitechapel is Whitechapel.
Yeah, but like when you get out Whitechapel,
let me tell you something. The only harassment they'll get is of desperate, pervy young lads who want to whistle. Apart from that, there is no way a Muslim, because a Muslim firstly has to lower his gaze. He shouldn't even be looking. Fam. He needs to be looking on the floor. So the moment he realizes, I'm going to say, fam, why don't you lower your gaze? So the issue here is that, believe me, go to Whitechapel, you see these areas, There's actually, just behind the Mosque of East London, I see many non-Muslim girls and men actually going clubbing and they pass by the mosque in miniskirts or whatever. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You can see it's apparent, not that I'm looking, but it's in front of me, So I'm saying you can see it. Nobody comes and says, look, you're not allowed to, man. You live in this country, I have a passport, I obey the law of this land, So what that means is, I have to be like a citizen here, live in peace. Not do mortgage fraud, go to America with a fake passport, hashtag Tommy Robinson. I'm sorry, he's more of a criminal than me. I try to obey the law of the land to the best of my ability.
Let's say there was a law that got implemented and it was like every Friday you have to drink a pint of beer. Obviously that's going to go against
100%.
your religion.
That's enforcing. No, when I mean obey the law of the land, that means anything that goes against. No, for example, in Islam we're allowed to marry more than one, but the law, polygamy, yeah. Like for example, non-Muslims kind
Sorry,
of.
brother.
Non-Muslims.
Salam to my brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, you okay?
I'm not following you. Today I'm stay quiet.
No.
Love you, bro.
So what I'm saying is, for example, when it comes to polygamy, yeah, it's. I believe non-Muslims practice this. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mormons in America.
No. General people like yourself.
Well, I practice polygamy.
Not you, but people like yourself. Let me tell you why. Because there's statistics that show in the workplace. No offense, yeah. I don't call this. This is the term used, like side chicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And mistresses. Yeah. Okay. It's a fact. A lot of people have these women on the side, yeah, which they visit once or twice a night or whatever. Polygamy says if you want to do it, you do it the right way by respecting the woman. You cannot use her and, trick her in and use her and abuse her. Islam says if you're going to do it, you do it the right way. You marry her. You go to her parents. A Muslim woman has something called the mahar. Mahar means she can come and say, I want £500,000 to marry. That's her right. What that means is that if it comes to an instance of divorce, she has security. Do you get it? So Islam says do it the right way. So in Islam, we are married up to 4. Yeah? Okay. I know you're jealous right now, but so what I'm saying is that but the law of the land says you're not allowed. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's even though they do, like, it's not done actually in a ceremony, yeah, and it does take place, but it's not actually breaking the law, yeah. But we try to obey the law of the land as much as we can by abstaining certain things. But our religion, if they enforce us to drink a pint,
do you not think that something like Sharia courts, I don't know how often they're actually used, but do you not see that as a bit of a problem? Because if you are resolving issues within the Islamic community, actually, like, it sort of impedes justice, because, like, let's say for example a woman gets beaten by her husband. If she took that to the British courts, do you not think that, like, we deal with it a bit better,
of course,
more objectively?
No, I want to say a bit better, yeah, because I believe Islam is the best solution for mankind, and the best
do you
solution.
not think that the Sharia court would be like
no, but if you have this,
not a less than sort of optimal solution?
No, but you have. But
like
if you knew what Islam really teaches, you would say that's the best place to go. But because maybe you have a negative perception about it, that's why you're a bit like, okay. What I'm saying is this, yeah, Islamic Sharia courts, the way they make it out to be, it's a place where there's a scholar. I can go there and say, my wife punches me in the face every Tuesday. I'm not happy, yeah. There's even Jewish people have this in Stamford-Hill, yeah. Stamford, a massive Jewish community. They have this. They have their own court. But this doesn't mean you're overruling the system in the country. All that means is that you're going by the Jewish or the Torah or the Islamic or the Sharia. So it's just a decision that's made. It's not like, hey, my husband beats me black and blue. It's okay, yeah, put up with it. No. You can even, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that it would be more optimal that she did go to the British authorities rather than resolve it in a... It's a choice.
No. It's not even a matter of a choice, because the thing, you can. But I'm saying a Muslim will go to the Sharia Council. You know why? Because we believe God's law is the best law. So,
do you not think it's in the interest of the British public, for example, to have somebody who is like assaults women on their records rather than just get it resolved internally?
Oh no! Look! The Sharia. I don't know. I don't want to say that.
That would be useful knowledge.
Of course. But what I'm saying is, the Sharia does not say your husband's beating you. Shh, be quiet. No, it doesn't say that. A woman has an outright right to divorce. Islam gave the woman these rights 1400 years ago. The feminists were fighting to get 100 years ago. The right to choose who you want to marry, the right to not adopt your husband's surname, the right to work, the right to own property, the right to vote in an Islamic, the right to divorce. As a Jew, do you know a woman, this is called a get. Get means a divorce. You know a woman cannot get a divorce unless her husband says. Islam says no, if you want to divorce your husband, you can divorce her.
But what about, I mean, I don't know anything about it really, but like there's that claim where it's like if a woman is sexually assaulted or raped, then she needs to have somebody who's a witness to the crime or something, or like her voice is like worth 1/3 of a man.
No. What you need to understand is this, yeah? In Islam, there's a system. A man is the breadwinner, yeah? The woman takes care of the household and is provided for. What that means, it doesn't mean, hey, you stay at home. If she can work if she wants to, in an environment that is suitable for her. So if she wants to be a housewife, the man has to provide for her. Meaning, when I wanted to marry my wife, yeah? When I wanted to marry my wife, she had a right for mahar. Mahar means her dowry. Yeah? So I said to her, what would you like for your dowry? Yeah? She gave a figure that was very frightening for me. Yeah? Okay. I was quite emotional at that time, but I had to provide by means. So the thing is, that's her right. So she said, I want this. I was like, okay, you know, it might be a bit of a gold digger here. No, I'm joking. Yeah? So I'm saying, cut that bit out, yeah? Yeah. If I get kicked out of my house, yeah, it's because
you have to write it down too. You have to write it down in contract.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that's her right. I can't come to her, oh, why are you asking? That's her right. That's Islamic right. That's her security. So if I'm a man with bad intentions who want to use and abuse her, yeah, I might think to myself, hold on a second, why am I giving this figure? If I had bad intentions, I can just go to which is haram, go to a woman and pay this much and just, you know, make myself happy. But that's her security. So she has that right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So Islam gives her those rights. So in the household, she has a right over the children. Yeah? She would look after children. And even the Prophet, peace be upon him, when he would come home, he'd help his wife. So when it comes to the testimony issue you're talking about, the scholars differ on this subject, as far as I know. If it's a certain issue, if you see an instance that's happening, that a woman saw a man being butchered, a woman's an emotional. I'm sorry, biologically, there's more tend to be emotional. Her testimony might be a bit corrupted, even when it comes to, for example, finances. Yeah.
What, are you saying that men are more logical, therefore they're more
No. What I'm saying is, in a certain instance, if a certain thing happened, women, for example, we need to understand this biologically, because if I said to you, why don't you have a boxing match with Lauren Southern? Like I even asked, I told you, I said, can me and you have a boxing match? We can't, innit?
I'd quite enjoy meeting Lauren Southern.
Yeah, not me.
You need someone to remind her.
She wanted to shake my hand. I said no, by the way.
Yeah, I remember.
Someone else to remind her.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Someone else remind her. So this testimony issue is more in depth about the situation and the circumstances that we're living in, because the woman was not, even though they did work, but you need to understand in certain circumstances, Allah has said that have a second person there to remind her. Yeah. Now God knows us based on our biological structure. So just the way you're different to a woman has specialities that she can do that you can't. Yeah. There's no way I can look after children. Like it's madness. I'm losing my mind. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So she has biological faculties that she can do stuff that you can't, and you have that she can't do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In a nutshell, but to get your question more of that, I need to study a bit more. So I don't want to talk about a matter that I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. This is my first time being at Speaker's Corner, so
Thank you for coming.
Go and have a look around.
No
I did want to speak with you, and cheers for spending the time.
No problem. Thank you very much.
All right, cheers.
Thank you.
All right, cheers, guys.